that like sexual energy and like to engage in sexual experiences. And let me explain this. So I'm making this video specifically for the creatives out there that have a lot of creative energy, that also mean that, you have a lot of sexual energy too. And so I want to tell you that sexual energy is literally a life force. It is your life force. It is your creative life force, which means that when you are a sexual person, let's say that you've been in your life, you've been a lot more interested in sex or whatever that is, or pleasure, self pleasure, or whatever, like, you know, you are also a really creative person. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I just want to tell you how important it is to realize that you are using your sexual energy every time you engage in sex with another person, every time you engage in self pleasure. You're actually, what you're doing is you're literally using your life force in that moment. And so the reason why a lot of spiritual teachers in the past or whatever have talked about how you shouldn't have sex with too many people, how you shouldn't masturbate, and all these things. And I want to explain to you why they're saying that. It's actually because they are just trying to protect people. A lot of them, not all of them, of course, but some of them are actually trying to protect people from draining their own source, their own life source. And I want to tell you how golden it is to have this energy, to have creative energy. It is absolutely golden and so important, because you know what you can do with it? You can literally use it as energy to get done the things that you want in your life. You can use it as energy to motivate yourself. You can use it as energy to connect with the people that you really want to connect with. You can use it to create your life. It is creative energy, it is creation energy. So you can use it to literally create your life. And so that's why it is so important to understand that the reason why a lot of people or a lot of spiritual teachers have been talking about how it's important to not have sex before marriage, or not like entertain sexual energy too much in your life, is actually because not the average person can't make a good use of their own sexual energy unless if they tap into a higher version of themselves, a higher unless if they are highly connected spiritually to a version of them that knows how to use this beautiful and sacred energy, actually, to your advantage. It is a gift. It is literally a gift to have. Like, I'm a very creative person, and it is a gift to have this energy, because you have no idea how much it is gonna benefit you in your life and in your um in whatever you want to create in your life, if you just knew how to use it. Like, for example, like if you knew that it is life energy, it is for life energy that you're actually draining. You don't understand that sometimes when you're engaging in sexual experiences with people from a lower level, like you're doing this because you're lonely, you're doing this because you want attention, you're doing this because you want to you don't just want to connect with someone sexually, but you actually want to get something from them, like you want to get some type of reassurance. That's what a lot of people do, is that's what a lot of hookups are, actually. They're just two people literally looking for attention or looking for a need to be met, and instead of them doing the inner work, going inward and actually connecting with that part of them, they just get it through sex. It is another thing that people use to actually fulfill their emotional needs. And a lot of times, those people that you're engaging with those sexual experiences with are actually giving you their trauma, they're giving you their baggage, they're giving you their emotional pains, and you are taking them and receiving them. And a lot of people don't understand this. Sexual energy is so intimate. When you engage in an intimate experience with someone, you think that that doesn't affect you and affect your emotional system and affect your energy. It does. And another thing that is horrible that a lot of people need to understand is, even when you're actually masturbating, a lot of times what happens is, when you do it from a low energy, like when you do it from a low um what is it, like a low energy or a low feeling, like maybe you feel lonely, or you feel you just want to distract yourself or something, what happens is that there are demons, and this is not just me scaring you, this is something that I literally saw with my eyes. Like, this is crazy because what's insane is that after I opened my third eye, what I saw was insane. A lot of times when we're thinking of masturbating, it's not even our thought, it's actually a demon telling us that we should masturbate so that they can come and feed off of our drain our force energy. And that energy is so golden that you can be using it to make so much money, you can be using it to make so much progress in your life. But this demon is now sucking it from you, and once they suck it, they suck all of it, they go there and they create what they want in their reality, the horrible reality that they want to create. Can you believe that? Look how horrible that is that not only are you not using it and benefiting from it in your own life, but you're also letting another demon go ahead, go off and live a life with your force energy and literally create a horrible world. And that is not okay. And another thing I want to tell you in this video is actually, I'm not saying don't masturbate or don't have sex with people if you feel a connection with someone or if you feel like you just want to have fun someday. I'm saying be very careful of the energy and the place that you want to engage in sexual energy from, just be very careful. Is it just that you want to connect with someone and you feel the passion of that? Because that is a real thing. You could feel passion and you just want to engage in something with someone, and that can be very pure, that can be very high vibrational, that could have a good result because it could actually connect you with someone deeply. That's why it's good to have sex with your husband or with your the person that you want to be with forever, you know what I mean, the person that you love. That could strengthen your connection, your relationship, your bond. But another thing that you have to understand is that um, make sure that you're not doing that, that you're not doing it from a place of I I really just want another person's energy, because you could be stealing other people's energy too. Or I really just want to feel something right now. I just want to feel pleasure because my life is so bad, it sucks, you know? And so, like, make sure, because when you do that, when you do it from a low energy, you have to understand that there are other entities involved in that act that are specifically, you know, preying on people that are open for their sexual energy to be stolen by these energies, by these entities. So be very careful, because your energy, instead, like, whenever maybe like you want to masturbate or something, like, don't just do it from an unconscious place. Make sure that you're not doing it because you're distracting yourself. If you want to do that, make sure that you're doing it because you want to think about your future and manifest, because you can actually use your orgasms to manifest. This is another thing that you can do. So if you want to do this, be conscious about it. Think about how can it help you, and not just it being a distraction, because when you do that, not only are you draining your energy, but you're actually letting other entities benefit from it. Okay, so be very careful. And I'm not telling you don't engage in sexual experiences, I'm just telling you be very careful, because it is an energy that is literally very beneficial for your life. Okay, yeah, so that's why Buddhists and people of higher energies that have been experiencing a lot of awakenings actually use sexual energy to their advantage to make them ascend more and become more energetically connected to the universe. It's because they know how important it is to actually use sexual energy. They know how important it is to um, to use it to do something amazing with it that will actually give you your potential, because they know how golden this energy is. They know that it's actually a gift to have it. As a person, it's a gift to have this energy. Okay, that's why a lot of people talk about tantra. Like, these are ways that higher vibrational people use sexual energy to their advantage. It's not because, like, if sexual energy wasn't good and it was just like, oh, this is disgusting, shameful, nobody would be able to reach enlightenment through sexual energy, through their own tantric practices. And so that is a sign that it is actually a higher vibrational energy. It's just that for the average person, it's hard to not use it to hurt you. It's hard to not be taken advantage of by this energy, because of your energy, and not by misusing it, like just giving it to anybody, or just not doing something that is sacred with it. Okay, so I love you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hope that you make a great use of your energy and you actually manifest your reality.